Okay, well, I had to briefly talk about the P. Diddy shit show because obviously, obviously I had to share my thoughts on this because P. Diddy is just a character and you gotta tell him no. Gotta watch my video on fucking called P. Diddy No, linking it below, using it for the soundtrack. It's, you know, uh, you know, the guy the guy beats up a chick on live on camera. Beats her senseless. Yeah, maybe he's not racketeering, maybe he's not doing shit, but look at this fucking guy just fucking flinging her out. I bet you the shit that happened behind closed doors would get him fucking locked up for life, bro. And you gotta tell him no. You gotta tell P Diddy no. He's obviously a complete and utter deviant. Look at this woman. I mean, like, and that's the thing too, is that like I'm gonna say something pretty goddamn controversial, but I mean, Cassie didn't do everything in her fucking power to stay away from P Diddy. You come to a sex trafficker fucking spot and you're going to these freak offs and you're doing this shit. Like, you can't tell me that she's 100% innocent on all this. But I mean, I don't know. I guess that's just the way it works. Is that these people, they kind of put themselves in this situation, but you still can't do that. P Diddy, Sean Combs. Now, P Diddy is worth an estimated $400 million. He was at 800. He was almost a billionaire. Guy has money coming out of his ears, even still. But I mean, how much of that is tied up in assets and such things? But you got to really wonder with these things because, yeah, like I mean, P Diddy isn't necessarily a good person, but you got to admit that Americanized society allows a person like P Diddy to become famous in the first place. Capitalism is kind of a system that allows scumbags to get ahead. So can P Diddy really go away for a long time here? It's like prosecutors have recommended a sentence of 51 to 63 months, 4 to 5 years, while Combs' defense team is arguing 2 years, which he's already done like a year. So is he gonna get a year in? I guess it's up to this guy. But you'd like to think that the American justice system is like solid, but how much money has been shifted around behind the scenes? What I mean? There's mention of Trump, pardoning him. Like, how much of that's gonna be political? He's a mega star. How much of that is political and swayed on it? The jury. I never have faith in Western legal systems. I just don't. I don't think that I think their intentions are good enough that, we have something in place that even, these big mega stars with $400 million get the same treatment as I would. But the truth is, no, absolutely not. And, if after all P. Diddy is done and all they had on him, he only gets a year on top of what he's done, that is gonna happen. I'm almost certainly that's what's gonna happen. You would almost guarantee that shit is what's gonna happen. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. The Diddy trial, Combs remains in jail after the verdict. Judge denies bail. What? Deny bail? I don't know. So here we go with, people are saying Cassie's lawyer is confident he could do that. You have, of course, Of course, you got the side that will say, "Let P Diddy go, free Diddy." You know, he's an innocent man. You know, like help Diddy. Diddy's a victim. Help Diddy out, free him. Diddy is a goddamn fucking musical lyrical genius. He would never do anything like that. You know, he had to know there was fucking cameras in these fucking places. So it's almost like he knew that he was just so rich that nobody would care. And what was she up to? Maybe she denied him sex and he was just like so horny. He was like, ah! And she probably went back to him. I mean, that's like the abuser story. Is that if there's a woman that wants something from a man, she will endure the worst possible punishment and treatment from him to get what she wants. It's gonna be a controversial thought. A lot of people aren't gonna like that I just said that, but if a woman has something that she wants, everybody talks like, oh, she can't leave. If she leaves, he'll track her down. It's like you literally just have to go into the police station and be like, yeah, P Diddy is threatening me if I leave him, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, deal. Mr. Combs, you're gonna leave her alone, right? Yep. So I mean, people gonna hate to hear this, but yeah, like in these abusive cases, there's not so much the being afraid aspect of of abuse as there is, just simply wanting something out of that and enduring the punishment that goes along with it. It's like Harvey Weinstein and all his accusers. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein was a creep. Yeah, he used his money to get what he wanted out of countless women. Yeah, he was probably very rough during whatever sexual encounters with them. But those women could have walked away at any point. Like the door is right there. I know the acting career is tempting, but you could just walk out right now. So yeah, I don't know. I would say that P Diddy and the whole thing is fucking ridiculous, and it's just a situation. He's happy obviously that he obviously it was life for sure before, and now it's gonna be, even if it's 5 years, P Diddy's 55, almost 60 anyway. He'll get out when he's 60. He'll get to live a life of debauchery. Maybe he'll be just a little bit more careful at his freak offs if he gets out. But I don't know. Oh yeah, of course they're all speaking. Oh, he trapped me. Wow, she kept feeling the drugs. This makes me physically ill. I'm gonna vomit. 55 counts. So where are these other counts? Faces a maximum sentence of 20 years. She told us last month Diddy's trial impacted her love life. Can you imagine her love life? I wouldn't call that a love life. I would call that a hate life. Just constantly fighting over money with some douchebag. Diddy Combs was denied bail. So yeah, Diddy is gonna either A, get away, or B, he's look at that. Yeah, so I mean Cassie or whatever, a lot of these victims just got caught up in the freak offs. Jesus Christ, look at the fucking baby oil on that. Why do you need so much baby oil? Just get it all, put it into a big sprayer, like one of those like lawn sprayers, and do it that way. That's hilarious. It's really hilarious, isn't it? You gotta tell P Diddy no. Diddy trial verdict, and the media just loves this shit, don't they? Just like, yeah, clicks. Did he do it? Did he not do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he do it? Like, of course, fucking Diddy did it. Maybe he didn't do all of what he did, but they said he did. But he did do a lot of shit. The guy. These are people that have all the money in the world. It's the same as Epstein. These are Epstein motherfuckers. It's like, motherfucker has all the money in the world. Maybe he's a little bit of a freak. He has access to this. He can have sex any day he wants. Any woman he wants. Most women who want. Showering with gifts, showering with praise, I'll help your rap career, whatever he wanted. They would just flock to him. And combine that with drugs and sometimes when someone has everything, it just isn't good enough anymore. So he starts getting a little freaky. Sometimes he's spanking and whipping with different things. He's spraying baby oil all over people, having men have sex with other men, and having men have sex with women that are wives and girlfriends of other men, and he's jacking off in the corner to all this. Like, this is how this shit starts. This is how he, and then all of a sudden he's locking women in bedrooms for 6 days and giving them only little bits of food and water. So he, like, has some kind of control fetish over them. And he's flying them to Florida to buy lingerie at some special store, and then flying them back so he can have sex with them in his, like, special lingerie. This is the things that people who never have to work could get up to. I mean, $825 million, $500 million, you never have to worry about money again. You never. He probably makes millions, just organically. He's just like, if you were P Diddy, you could just sit back and do nothing, like, sit around all day smoking weed and watching TV, and, like, you would just get money, millions of dollars towards you. Like, you wouldn't have to go out and be like, okay, well, I gotta make a new rap fucking album tonight. It's fucking bullshit, and that's the P Diddy story. Now, do I think the P Diddy's awful, as absolute as? Probably not. He's probably, and maybe he dabbled in some of the more horrid stuff, but he's certainly a weirdo. But I don't think he's. I think he's just kind of a gangster weirdo. He knows he's a gangster. He knows he's tough and revered, and he's definitely a freaky motherfucker. So he's probably done some pretty weird shit. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell P Diddy no, cause he'll and fuck, maybe after he gets out, he's gonna be even more weird. But I would imagine he's gonna be tippy-toeing himself out of that motherfucker. And Kanye West, mark my words, Kanye West is gonna be the next motherfucker to be involved in all this kinds of shit, because he is as weird as they get. He's even weirder than P Diddy. Look at it. Is that Cassie woman? But yeah, I mean, look at her. She's like, oh my god, I'm a victim. Like, someone save me from P Diddy? And, like, she's standing right next to him with her tits out. So I mean, it's ridiculous. These people are terrible. What more can you expect from Americanized culture?